Divine greetings, entities, energies, lovelies, bodies of light, seekers and sojourners of truth, the 144, chosen of the chosen few. You know who you are. I greet you in the love that lights the truth from my heart to yours. I am Aquila Textry in the divine energy essence of it all. And as I say that, I'm feeling the wind. I want to say I'm in the wind of it all. This is really a beautiful wisdom in the wind type of moment that I'm having. It's a throat chakra day for me. So as usual, I'm reporting to you live from 5D, bringing you the news to infuse if you so choose to. So let's infuse with this light grid, as I always do. Remember, if you ain't infusing with the light, you're getting fried. Right? So with that, let me get right into it. I want to speak about wind weavers a little bit more, because I did a live not too long ago, maybe about 2 days ago, and I didn't even mention wind weavers, but just in what I was speaking about, simply in what I was speaking about, someone came in and was saying wind weavers, something about jumping on the 5D convoy, like we're those wind weavers, which we are. We're weaving through the fabric, through the atmosphere. So I'm really expounding on that, being that we are in this heart chakra, this throat chakra season, which is all about the atmosphere. So I invite you to just kind of listen to the wisdom in the wind. With that, really speaking on, and I want to speak about the heart chakra as it came up to me, that we're crashing into bridges. And this was actually something that came to me a couple of weeks ago, maybe about a month or two ago, that I noticed there were a lot. I don't know if you guys remember, how many of you, I don't like to say you guys, how many of you gods and goddesses, kings and queens, how many may remember there was a bridge that was a boat that crashed into a bridge? And you know, I thought it was just this one incident. Lo and behold, there was someone that posted a couple of bridges, like all of this was happening at the same time, and they named the bridges and showed them. There were a couple of bridges that were being crashed into. And so I was seeing this as this is a theme, or this is a ritual, like something is going on. And I don't mean a good ritual. This is something that is going on. And this was around the time that we were moving from the heart chakra season, which is more the winter season, what I call respiriting, and moving into the throat chakra season, which is where we are now in the spring season. So as we were moving into this switch from the heart into the throat, coming from the heart into the throat is what I was seeing. Here goes this information about all these bridges that were being crashed into, these boats, these vehicles, let's say vehicles over the waters, right? Because boats are like vehicles that move on water, right? So, and vehicles usually represent our body, right? So the physical. And so the body that is moving on the waters represent the emotional body. I'm going esoteric. This is for my esoteric metaphysical people. So moving over the waters, these bodies, and they were crashing into bridges. Now, mind you, I'm going to go a little chakra as well. The bridges represent the heart. This is what I was seeing. I was like, what is the significance of this spirit? So as we're coming out of the heart chakra season, I'm seeing bridges being hit. This is not just an accident. There's no such thing as a coincidence. All of these boats hitting into these bridges. So they're crashing into the bridges. And I'm seeing evidence of this now. This is why I'm talking about it now too. Because from then even till now, as have been in the throat chakra season, there's been this constant attack on the heart. If the spirit, those of you who look at spiritual warfare, and there is a warfare behind the scenes, right? There is some type of energetic spiritual warfare going on, as all of us know. And so there is an attack on what? The heart. Because in order to have a strong throat, in order for us to be strong in our throat chakra, we need to be strong in our heart. We need to be really built in our heart, self-actualized at the heart, which is the highest of the physical chakras, the lower chakras, from the root to the heart. The heart is the bridge, get it? The bridge between the two. So there's no coincidence here that they are crashing into the bridges, whoever they are, the opposition energy, the database. You guys know I call it database. Some people may say the devil, the demon. I call it the opposition. Young people may say the ops, right? But that energy, that energetic ops, they are crashing into our bridges. They are attacking because they want to hit that bridge. They want to hit that heart chakra. They want to hit it where it hurts. And that could mean things that happen that bring forth grief, things that bring up incidences that cause us to want to condemn others, because condemnation and grief is a lower aspect of the heart, is a shadow of the heart. Is bad malbehavior of the heart. Unforgiveness, things that are happening that are bringing up unforgiveness, right? Causing us to be in a set mind of unforgiveness, which is fear-based, right? So all of this is an attack on the heart to have us not be in our truth, not express in our truth, not listen with ears of wisdom and truth. This is the attack I want us to kind of pay attention to. As I speak about wisdom in the wind, we can't be true listeners of the wind. We can't be true wind weavers, right? There are some of us who are out here who are true wind weavers, right? That are really weaving through the atmosphere, because we're moving through the atmosphere. It's here, you know, whether you want to adhere to it or not, whether you adhere or not, it is here. So I'm saying this so that we get a handle on, look at the heart. Even as I say wind, this is something that's been coming up in the meditations. When I say wind, we're in the wind weavers and wisdom in the wind. What is the wind? The element of the heart chakra. That is the wind. And so it tells me that even now we have to be mindful, and it's telling me to pay attention to our heart chakra, pay attention to our energetic body. In order to hear the wisdom in the wind moves through the atmosphere. The wind is the information that we are getting and giving off in the atmosphere. Our energetic fields, our auric fields that are all around us. This is how we're speaking in the atmosphere. This is how we are imprinting in the atmosphere and picking up information in the atmosphere, because it's all the writings on the walls. As I've said to someone before, the writings on the wall is the wisdom in the wind. It's already there. It's always been there. But however, a lot of us are removing the veils. Another way to look at this is the more we work on our heart chakra, this is why I'm saying it's important to go back into the heart. The wind is reminding us, being that heart element, it's reminding us to pay attention to the energetic body, to be heart-centered, to go into your heart, to pay attention to what you are imprinting out through your true heart vibrations. Not what you say, but how you are being from your heart, from the subconscious mind especially, because the subconscious is the heart of our soul, right? The conscious phase of mind is the brain activity of our soul, the logic. But the subconscious mind is the heart of our soul, the feelings, the energy in motion. So all of that energy that is in motion is moving through the heart. It's moving through the wind. So we have to be mindful of the wind that we are putting out there. What is the exhaust? Right? If you think of cars, right, it gives off some type of exhaust. So what are we polluting the air with, right? Brings me back to the looshing. Some people are out here looshing. Go back and watch my video when I said we out here looshing, or looshes on the loose is a title, I believe, because people are looshing, and that is the exhaust that is coming out of their vehicle, and they don't always see the exhaust, right? We don't see it until it's like the oil is, you know, black and dirty, and then we see this black smoke coming out the car. Why do we have to wait till it gets that dirty, right? There is exhaust always coming out of you. You just don't see it, and it's polluting the atmosphere. It's putting something out there in the atmosphere. So there's the, and I say that there's the bad loosh, there's the good loosh, right? So be mindful of what you're putting out is what I'm saying. What are you looshing? The loosh is what's coming off of your energy body, your energy in motion, your feelings and so forth that is inside of you, right? As I explained it to my children, you're the pot. The water in the pot is your emotions and your energy. And when the steam, when you crank up the stove, which is the frequencies, then now you're excreting. Now you can see the loosh. Now you can see the steam from it, and it doesn't have anything to do with being mad. This is just our energy that is excreting from us. So energy in motion, that's what's going out in the wind. That's what we're putting out. That is what we are putting out there, wind weavers that we are. So whether you know it or not, you are still weaving. You are playing a part in weaving the fabric through space and time, right? Which is what I wrote. Let me share what I wrote, and then I'll go, you know, from there, whatever spirit has for me to share. So wind weavers, this is a really short one, right? We are the wind weavers, weaving the fabric of space and time within our time-space reality. The wind is the element of the heart chakra as the energetic body that moves through the atmosphere to read the writings on the wall and weave the energetic signatures that are contracted through our true heart vibrations. I want us to hear this, that are contracted through our true heart vibrations, as I said earlier. So it's about what's really on your true heart vibrations, which is in your subconscious mind. That's what's being pressed out in your life, world, and affairs. Out of the heart flows the issues of life. So that is what is showing up, and this is nothing new, right? And then to know that the frequencies are the airwaves. The frequencies are the airwaves that we're putting out, the airwaves that the energy bodies, the cosmic design has set in motion, right? And we play a part in that. So remember that we weave the energetic signatures that are contracted through us, through our true heart vibrations, through our loosh, through what we're putting out there. We weave. So as we move through space, we're moving space, right? We move in space, through space, and we are moving space. Like that was something that came up in a clip that I was watching, I believe through Black Magic, the 4 guys that were on there with Rod Hayes and them, and I think it was Blue Pill, and they were talking about moving through space, right? Like how we move. I think they were talking about the UFOs, but when I heard them explain it, I was like, we are the UFOs. If that's what you're saying, that it moves space. As it moves, space moves, because space is a fabric, which is true, right? There's nothing in space where there is not anything, right? In the entire nothingness. I know that may sound off, but that's what it is. And so when you move, it's saying it's as the UFOs move, is what they were saying, then space moves, and it moves in front, and then behind it kind of comes around it. I don't know if I could paint a picture of that, but I was like, then we're UFOs, because we are, I think he was saying they're time travelers, because they move space and time. And so too are we are vessels in time. So as we move through the atmosphere, we move space. Space moves around us. We move through the fabric. And what we do, say, and be is the fabric of our being. And we are the weavers of time in time. So we help to weave that by what we do, what we think, and what we say. So it is very important for us to understand our part that we play in the weaving of time-space reality, in the weaving of what it is that we are doing. We are the wind weavers. We make the magic, baby. And that too, speaking of that, is how we set our boundaries. We don't have to go around setting boundaries, but the mere fact that you are weaving through space and time, by you weaving through the atmosphere, you set boundaries. Just by the way you're weaving. If you think about how you're stitching something, you set a boundary, you set the seam in that fabric. So just simply by being a wind weaver, listening to the heart, the wind. See, this is called heart throat coherency. We're working with the heart chakra. We have to drop back in the heart, as I've been saying. Recognize where they are crashing into the bridges. Recognize where those bridges are being crashed into and why. It's to obviously to lower your vibration. It is to hold you back from forgiveness, hold you in judgment and contempt and all of these things, and making excuses, having an overactive heart chakra. But it is for us to allow the revelations to heal our heart. Drop into your feelings, know who you are, so that you can have a true revelation, third eye activity, so that you can bring that into the heart and allow the heart to renew refuse and infuse with you, so you can bring it up into your throat and be a true expression, to be in your authenticity, ultimately to have a step into our authentic self. And in that authenticity, then you can be in the wind. Then you can see how you move, because you are the wind, the energetic body. Then you will be able to see the wind. Thank you, Spirit. And that before I go, I wanted to close on that, for us to really see our spiritual selves, see how we are being in time, and see the part that we play. It's very important to understand that, so we know how we're moving into 5D. 5D is the atmospheric body, but what are you doing to weave in that fabric? What are you doing to set the tone? This is something that is being asked of all of us right now with these energies. Really, really important in these times. So I know it's a lot. It's a lot happening at an energetic level, but when we and going into the heart is going to allow us to open up, expand your heart, open your heart, and allow you to be able to listen to the wind as it moves, recognizing the energetic signature that you are putting out. Most importantly, recognizing the energetic signature that you are contracting with. So be mindful what you are in cahoots with others, because their energetic signatures are setting the tone. And if you don't say anything to break that energetic contract, then by default, by not saying anything, by not doing anything different, then you co-signed that energetic contract, and you weave that into that fabric of that time-space reality. You become a part of that. So be mindful, because we are very much building our consciousness as we expand from 3D to 4D to 5D. We are building new contracts. We are building new worlds for ourselves. But it has to be through the truth of our soul and understanding how we are weaving that fabric. Wind weavers that we are. All aboard the 5D Convoy Express. Choo choo. Moving through. Right? This is an important job. I'm really seeing so much with it. I know there's more. But I just had to drop this right now as it came to me through meditation. Simply put, that we are weaving through the fabric of space and time. It's our job, and this is our time. So be mindful. Go into the heart, remembering the wind is energy. We are energy in motion. We are energetic bodies. And continue to, work that magic. So with that said, I want us to be on a higher level, higher plane, but you got to know it. Who feels it knows it. So be honest in yourselves and feeling what comes up for you, because there is a lot out there right now, and we have a responsibility. So before I go, reminder, please like, subscribe, share, comment if you dare, and continue to help build the community and help the algorithms to get to those who are like-minded, those others, sovereign soul searchers and soul sovereigners like ourselves. And thank you for those of you that have been commenting and sharing. There's a few comments for the past couple days I have to catch up with. I did not forget you. I'm going to go in and check in on it. But thank you all for sharing those comments, and those of you who are inspiring me to continue and appreciate this reflection of truth and want to keep it going. So with that, each one, reach one, teach one. If you don't know where to start in your big, beautiful heart. Shine your light from the inside out, and be the candle that lights the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Wind weavers away. Peace, love, and light.